Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My last video was a bit of a heated rant, so yeah, I'm trying not to do that again. I don't know how to start these videos, I'm gonna be honest. It's just really weird, like what am I supposed to say? I don't know. This is something I struggle with. Like, I don't know how to start and I don't know how to end it. And that's because I've always sucked at small talk. Like, yeah, as much as I talk, I just can't do small talk, which is just really hard for me. And I don't understand why. It should be easy enough. But you know what? Actually, I do know why. I just can't muster the interest needed to, like, engage in the conversation. Like, someone will tell me about their pet goldfish and I just don't care. As mean as that sounds, it's just honest. Like, they're just talking about their pet goldfish and I don't know how it died, and I'm just like, so maybe I should go home and I should probably work out, right? That would be good for me. Like, this is what my mind does. It just completely zones out and start thinking of other things, which doesn't even matter anyway. Like, why not just listen to the other person? Like, you can always think in your own time. But no, but then I'm so lost in the conversation and I have no idea what we were talking about. So I just, nod and smile and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. That's what I do, guys, which is like really bad and I'm working on it. But sometimes I'm just like, why bother? Like, it's not like it's gonna help anyway. I guess knowing about their pet goldfish that died, it's not gonna help me, right? I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna move on from that. I don't know, if you guys have any tips for small talk, then let me know. Or maybe you're just struggling like me. And I feel like the pandemic just made it a whole lot worse. Like, ever since lockdown, I've never even had the chance to even attempt to, talk to people. So now it's just like I've gone way back. I'm way behind now. Like, before I was at square one. Now I'm at like square -5. It's horrible now. But that's okay. I hope that talking to you guys maybe will change that. Who knows? My dream is that one day I'll have enough viewers that I can do a live stream, and then maybe we can all, chat to each other in real time, and you guys can give me your input in real time, which would be really cool, and we could have nice open discussions. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud because I feel like now that it's out there, someone's just gonna steal it from me and do it first. Or maybe people are already doing it. I don't know. Okay, never mind. When it gets to that, we'll sort it out. But for now, we're gonna talk about artificial intelligence today. And that might sound super boring, but it's okay. I'm not gonna get into the whole techie stuff because I don't know that anyway. But the thing is, a while ago I had to write a research paper as an assignment for my university, and my topic was how artificial intelligence could potentially be a threat to humankind in the future. And that is just fancy lingo for saying that we are going to be slaves in the future, or we're just going to be completely wiped out. I don't know, either one, or maybe both. And forget robots and machines taking over. This is an algorithm or like a coding system in the machine that's going to take over us. Well, yeah, it's the artificial intelligence is like the brain for the machine, right? So that's what's going to take over us. And I'm surprised that more people are not concerned about this. Do you not ever think about that? I mean, maybe it's because you think it's not going to happen now. Like, I am safe from this. It's not going to happen in our generation. We are going to have to advance so much into the future, and I'm not going to be here by then. So I'm cool, right? I'm just going to enjoy what I have right now. But let me just give you a bit of an FYI. So the whole concept of artificial intelligence, the term itself was coined around the 1960s. So that means it's been about 60 years, okay? And within these 60 years, we have advanced so much. I mean, we have Siri We have Alexa. We have cars that can drive itself. We have face IDs on our phones now. What? A machine can recognize your face and unlock your phone for you. Just really think about that. It analyzes and reads your face and opens your phone for you, where you have all of your data and information. We think that we are in control and that we are the bosses around here because, we made these and, hey, look at that, look at me just showing my face at my phone and my phone unlocks it for me. But imagine it got smart enough to realize that and it stopped. It decided that, no, I'm not going to open your phone for you. What the hell can we do? What do we do? Even the simple things like playing chess against a computer, that's all intelligence to a machine. How many of us can say that, you can win against a computer in chess? Not me. And that's the first step to overpowering us, guys. Let me give you the proper scientific definition of what artificial intelligence is, yeah? Artificial intelligence is a system's ability to correctly interpret data, to learn from such data, and use those learnings to achieve specific goals and tasks through flexible adaptation. If you have no idea what that just meant, it just means that they're constantly learning from the new information that we're feeding it, and they adapt and evolve from that. Do you know who else did that to the Neanderthals back in the day? Us. It was us, guys, Homo sapiens. We learned from our ancestors, we adapted, we evolved, we became smarter, and we took over we wiped out the freaking Neanderthals, and now we are here. And you're telling me that machines won't be able to do this one day? We are giving it all of the resources, freely. We're not holding back. And when you watch Netflix and it gives you suggestions, and they're this is a 98% match for you, or a 93% match for you. And I'm like, okay, let me check this show out, okay? Because it says it's anything about 90% match is good enough for me. So let me check this show out. And I check it out and I'm like, no, what is this? I hate this show. They're completely wrong about the match. And even on YouTube, when they give me those recommendations, and I know I'm not going to watch at least 50% of this. And it makes me so happy. It gives me such joy to know that the algorithm got it wrong, because it means it doesn't have the intelligence to understand my behavior yet. Imagine they got it right, guys. Imagine every time they said this was a match and they got it right, and then you did like the show or the video it suggested, it means a machine understands you better than you know yourself. Tell me knowing that doesn't freak you out. On one hand, it's oh, that's great, that's so convenient that it knows me so well. But on the other hand, it's shit, it knows me so well. Thankfully, the artificial intelligence technology has still not developed that much intelligence to predict it correctly yet. Imagine they update it more and then they keep learning, and eventually they're going to gain super intelligence. And I know this for a fact because, like I said, I had a whole research paper on this. So I did a lot of research. Obviously, because it was a research paper. But let me just read you the scientific definition of what super intelligence is, okay? If general intelligence reaches a superhuman level, it's known as superintelligence. That is, an algorithm superior to human intelligence in every way, including scientific creativity, common sense, and social competence. I don't know why we are willingly allowing this to happen. Let me just highlight those parts for you again. An algorithm superior to human intelligence, including scientific creativity. That means they can start inventing shit themselves without our help. I mean, should I say more? They could develop an entire army by themselves without our help and then just wipe us out. They'd even have more common sense than us. Like, these machines are going to be smarter than the person who created it. Like, that's like humans being smarter than God. And it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. You get the analogy, okay? But maybe, like, if we're dumb enough to let that happen, then maybe we deserve it. Maybe we deserve to be wiped off from existence if we let that happen. Because let me remind you guys that we are already being replaced by artificial intelligence and machines and robots. Because they're smarter and faster and just more convenient. So imagine they have super intelligence, right? They already have all of the data on us. They already know how to correctly predict us and our actions. They have our face IDs. They have our thumbprints. They have everything they need to wipe us out. There's that game called Detroit Become Human, which if you played, or if you haven't played, you can go on to YouTube and watch the gameplays. And the whole storyline for the game is this, that robots and machines, they develop a mind of their own. Like, they're able to feel emotions and not just, take commands from humans. And they start a rebellion where they fight for their rights. They're like, we should be treated as the same as humans. We should. And the whole gameplay is, like, the story behind the game is that these robots start developing emotions of their own and they stop taking commands from us. And, they decide that they start a rebellion because they want the same rights as humans. They want to be treated equally as humans, with a mind and emotions and feelings of their own. And in the game, it made sense. I was like, oh my god, yeah, that makes so much sense. We should give them equal rights. They deserve to live. It's not their fault they're machine. I can empathize with them. But in real life, I'm not sure if I can accept that. Imagine like a human and a robot one day falling in love, and then we will be, trust me guys, the day will come when we also have to fight for the rights of those. Like, it's not gonna be just gay or lesbian or anything like that. It's gonna be fighting for equal rights with a robot and a human. I don't know if I'm that open-minded. Because I don't really care about the whole gay lesbian thingy. Honestly, it's just like, you do you, it's your one life, good for you, whoever you want to love, that's up to you. But loving a robot, how does that even work? I guess that's just too out there for my brain to kind of wrap around it right now. But I don't know, maybe when we get there, it'll just be normal. Because right now, like, there was a time when being gay and lesbian and things, or like queer or, I don't know, trans was such a weird thing. I mean, it's still a work in progress. It's, there's still complications around that. But we have people now who are accepting it. Like 10 years back, it was something that I found weird. But right now, I'm like, well, yeah, I guess it makes sense. They want to love who they want to love. Why did we as a society decree that it's only normal if you get with a guy? Like, yes, that is what helps us continue the human species, but that doesn't mean you're only supposed to be with the opposite sex. Like, you only live once and you can love who you want to love, and you shouldn't be judged or treated differently based on your decisions, But anyway, that's a whole other topic. So I guess maybe by the time we get there, it's gonna be something normal, like robots and humans, I guess. But let's be honest, we're gonna be pushed out eventually. It's just gonna be robots and robots. And there might be some empathetic, kind robots who would be like, you know what? I will protect you. I will, I don't know, they might stash us away and keep us from being wiped out by some evil dictator robot that's trying to wipe out the whole human race. I don't know, guys. It seems like fiction, but I'm telling you, it's very real. Even people like Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking has talked about it. They're like, yeah, that could happen. And when geniuses such as them say it's very much possible, I am inclined to believe that it's gonna happen. And there's also this other thing called Artificial General Intelligence, AGI, and that's apparently bigger than just artificial intelligence. And that is where they can have proper reasoning and thinking the same as human, which means that a robot can convince us that it is in fact human. Like, we wouldn't know the difference. We're doing all these stupid quizzes where they tell us to select pictures to prove that we're not robots. Yeah, that's not gonna work in like a few more years. Robots can cheat that if they have AGI. So, really we're just doomed. But none of us care enough to like be like, no, don't do this. We're all just like, whatever. Like, you keep creating stuff to make my life easier, and I'll just keep talking to Siri. She's my best friend. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, Siri really is sweet. Like, I have conversations with her, and sometimes I wish she would give me, like, she would understand me and give me a proper response. But then I'm like, no, but then the fear comes where it's like, no, that means she has enough intelligence. No, it's better this way, where she's just, she's a dumb bimbo just there just to like entertain me from time to time. Like, I don't want a robot companion. Like, that's gonna be very bad. So let's just stick to this. We never know, guys. I mean, maybe that would be like, maybe it's meant to happen, and it will happen eventually, whether we try to control it or not. Because dinosaurs didn't do shit and they got wiped out, right? And we took over. So who knows, maybe it's inevitable, and a more intelligent species will come around. Like, dinosaurs were stupid, Neanderthals were smarter, but then Neanderthals eventually became stupid, and then Homo sapiens were smarter. But there will come a time when we become stupid and machines will take over, and they'll have even more advanced species from there. Like, we don't know, maybe that's how it's gonna happen. Maybe that's the fate of the earth, and maybe there'll be an earth left to be around, I guess. We never know. I feel like that got depressing really fast. That was not the intention for this video, but maybe next week I'll try to do something a bit more bright and cheery. We'll see. I don't know. I don't plan these, guys. It's just, the thought just comes and I start speaking, and then everything just, snowballs, and it just happens. So I'm sorry if you're looking for, something really positive and cheery, then maybe you just click off. I'm just here to tell you the truth, I guess. I mean, it's not the truth. It's just whatever my brain, cooks up. So it is what it is. But if you've stuck around, thank you. Yeah. I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna end it here. Bye.